Good evening, friends. Welcome to traditionella bondedemokratin. This may be a little bit weird one because I'm feeling all over the place in the mind, and we haven't. The game is not even loaded yet. Now it is initialized at an extreme volume. Yes, that was incredibly loud. It is hard to convey just how loud. And I think it's confirmed that the hearing of my colleague here has gotten pretty damn bad. Yes, in her 20s, almost. Yes, but this place, I mean, there is just... I mean, it's August now of 1975. And there's just so much stuff to be done. And it takes a very long time. You know, I had to I had to get this electricity done because people were getting really upset. And now, when they have electricity and a pub, even though no one's in there, they're quite, what do you call it? Tillfreds, you know, content. Yes. But this stuff, I mean, this school has been waiting for this concrete now for months, and it's just not happening. How much is it? 13,000. We really need a school here, you know. And they have so many things. These, I don't know in what order they are building things, but they are. And you can't cancel all of them. No, you can cancel like one. You have to do this then. No, that's not going to happen. Yes, this is removing them. Just getting a lot of windows in return. There you go. You have now nothing to do. Excellent. Build the school. The concrete plant cannot produce concrete. You don't say. That's because there are so few workers. You know, no workers. That's the problem. Gravel is also not in abundance, really. But I think that progress has been made in other places. Yes, this is a plan for the railroad. That's been in for a while, but yes, we really need to get the rail going because it's taking ages to transport things on these roads, and it is paving roads is just hopeless. Yes, so think more of a railroad than upgrading roads. Yes. Dum 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 dum. Yes, because over here, you know, this thing here, the mechanical components factory is completed. We need a truck if we have the money for such a thing, or if we have an open hull. Just happen to be standing around here, for example. No. And I suppose we're buying one open hull. And the SIL 100 is certainly in SIL. Yes, LZ 100. It's yes, we'll have. And you're just going to do a very, very, very simple thing. Why not do this with forklifts? Because forklifts are damn stupid things that are silly, and I have them for the cattle, you know. It works for that. And I suppose you could make it work here too, but this is how we're doing it now. You go here, load up on steel, wait till you're full, and then you go here, unload, wait until you're unloaded, go. But these two trucks, they are taking all of the steel, more or less, or they are taking all of it, and driving it over to Atom. Yes, Atom. Atom is this general area starting up here in the uranium mine. Fantastic. If it ever gets done, there is nothing here. Nothing. Okay, let's see. School. Is the school happening? The concrete plant cannot produce concrete. You need workers. Where is the bus? Five workers you have on board. That's not going to go quickly. This, at this rate, no. This is going to be very slow. And there are two workers waiting. As no one is living here anymore, you know. They have sort of chosen to go elsewhere. Regrettably, perhaps because there is no school. That could be one reason. But it's hopeless. The concrete. We need more workers. How do I get more workers? Here is another place. Is it within walking? Yes, some of it is within walking distance of the shop. And these people are not happy at all. The three children cannot go to school because there is no school. Yes, indeed. There is no school. Yes, that's what it is. There is no school. We need like a fresh injection of workers here. But you know, if we, how are we going to get them? Let's see if we can try and use this new feature. It's hello, it's much things going on here. It's very loud. Let's see. We have this new thing. Citizens' living preferences. Citizens' current location. Citizens' living preference. Yes, children, 21 plus. They are not really gathered in a central location. They are very spread out. Fine. We'll have a bit of you. I think there's quite a surplus of people here. Surplus of 3,500. We started out with 600 something. Fantastic. Still can't keep the lights on in the accounting office though. You're among the lucky ones. You get to move to Atom. I mean, you or your descendants, you will certainly help in the development of the nuclear industry here. I'm sorry that the housing is not really that great, but we are building other things. Promise. There we go. And that should take care of the situation with these adult children, as well as taking care of this situation. 15 workers. What are you doing? You're working for the construction office. Okay. The other bus, the proper bus, the one. Yes. It's you. You're on your way here. Perhaps we should have a second one of these. Because it is quite hopeless. This. Yes, but I can't get the second one of these because the the road vehicle depot isn't finished yet. Cheers! I forgot. It's what is it here? It is one of these, with great grapefruit juice and carbonated tap water. It's nice. It's good. Yes. Beatas are no worker or mechanism. Indeed. Where are you? Oh, you're heading into town. Will you get workers this time? 16, 15. There were like a lot of them before. You need to be full. Even more than full. You need to be like 17, 14. This is not good enough. Yes, and if we do this now, I mean, this is micromanagement to such a degree. These are not really very nice places to live. Yes, you go back now. You do this for a bit. Yes, 15 minutes out of 4 hours. 6 more workers. Yes. $23. Should we do it one more time, maybe? If that's the case, we need something to... Yes. 9 more workers if we do it one more time. Okay, we do it one more time. Yes, the bus will be full this time. But this is quite ridiculous to do this. Yes. There you go. Don't get off. No, you don't get off. Very good. There you go, 38 workers. I think that will be enough, or it won't be enough, but we'll be satisfied with this now. 65%. There's no kindergarten, but there is though. Although it's not perhaps reachable for you, you're a bit lazy. Or I could build out a little bit of infrastructure here. Oh, it's I'm spending money apparently. Dollars. What am I doing? Okay, that's interesting. 5 workers for the Vraska electric substation. And 21 workdays left. Maybe you should have a few more. I cannot interfere. Okay. This is for the school. This is for the concrete for the school. Where are you, bus? How far have you gotten? Here you are. Yes, these gravel roads, they are it's a shame, really, is what it is. But paving roads, that takes a long time. And I cannot have a road out of commission. That would be not good. But finally, we're arriving, or closing in on, at the very least, this place. I mean, we need this place staffed like all the time. Yes, all the time. We don't need many, but we need them all the time. Maybe just maybe one could do one of those little sneak. Where are you going? No, don't go here. Where are you going? No. But well, I suppose you're doing something because there is gravel and asphalt. No. You're missing concrete as well. Why don't go here to work? You could have gone here, for example. Yes, but I wonder if one were to put in a tiny, sneaky little bus stop here and send them around a bit, you know, to all of this, but it may not work. Yes, and now no one wants concrete, but apparently, even though it is in demand exactly everywhere. Yes, everything is missing concrete. Come on then, we have concrete right now, so you should be coming. There's a cement truck waiting at the station. Yes, that's fine. No one is coming for the concrete. This screw this. It is what it is. I can build the school maybe for money. I don't know. But here we have now. Yes, we have mechanical components. Though that's prefabs. Yes. The only problem is that we are not in demand. You are coping still. The coal supply is very much coping. Very good. Steel mill. Not a lot of workers, but it's doing something. Have you managed to make any? No. None. Really? Would it be because this thing is not finished? Yes, it would. Why is it not finished? Why not finished? This is... there's nothing. They need gravel and work and asphalt. What the... Why haven't they done this? Fine. Now you should have steel. Because there should be a truck here, isn't there? No, the truck has not arrived yet. It's here. Yes, it's waiting for this one. And the 21 people. You, please go work in the other place for the moment. We are never ever going to have this many people here, I don't think. This is just a little... We need, but it's good to have for conveyors and things, you know. Very good. Very handy. If we could just manage to get some steel in. Indeed. Yes, the railroad. The railroad. One can dream of the railroad. To build a railroad, we need a lot of steel. Steel is being made here. So it would make sense to have the railroad construction thing close by. The railroad also needs gravel. Gravel is here, sort of, maybe. A pipe, conveyor. As I think gravel might be here. That may not be impossible, but it is impossible to get steel. Although with a truck you could get it in, I think. Let's see here about a rail construction office. Hello. Prefab panels, yeah, I suppose you need that as well. You might as well, since it's close by, but your aggregate input is there. That's going to mess with... you cannot have prefab panels in that fashion then. Because the aggregates are much more important. Yes, but then We need one of these. That's not just going to bridge pillars. What? Cannot build bridge pillars due to infrastructure below. That would be the road, I would suppose. Or some. What is it? This thing is not maybe working. No, I think that this is the wrong end somehow. It has gotten connected here. Is it not? Then I'm going to have to, this is expensive. Yes, but we are not they are not in high demand for the moment. Yes. But now this is pointing this way. Why is it? No. It is always pointing that way. Okay, I see. That's why it's not going to work. But we can rearrange this a bit. Yes. Oof, this is expensive stuff, you know. Yes, but it is for the railroad. End of discussion. Yes. I mean, we need to get started on the railroad. The Atom project, you know, it will get, they'll get done when they get done. There's a lot of stuff to build. Pardon me. For now, though, we're going to have a conveyor pipe engine. This one. This is excellent. This solves most problems related to these things. Let's see. We have. Well, you can take it from there. Absolutely. That's not a problem. I don't think that this something like this cannot build due to infrastructure, but you can apparently be convinced. I'm a little bit shocked that went in so easily. No, crossing not allowed. Well, crossing not allowed, but this is not going to work. That is going to work. Fantastic. Okay. I'm surprised. And this is committed to be built sometime or other. Is it not? Yes, I think it is. Now we need to fix something because the mechanical components. You should not get those from the customs house. You know, you should get them from the mechanical components factory. They're not. I cannot add another one here. That's this is full of things. Add new connection. Yes, we add this. They cannot assign more buildings. Right. Now we're going to need mechanic. You know, for here we can do this. You have mechanical components in here. Yes, and so do you. Where are you? You? No, that's the same one. It's this one, and also this one. And we don't need that anymore. Yes, you get your mechanical components from here. Yes. And so do you. For now and evermore, maybe. There are 0.59 tons of mechanical. They're being made. Fantastic. Yes, and I think there's one more thing. One more thing. Yes, there's about 1,000 more things. But one thing that is close by might be ready to kick off finally after all these things. No workers, but I think that they'll arrive eventually, intermittently, and so on. We have crops, we have gravel, we're just lacking a bit of wood. And it would so happen that this thing, yes, unload wood, exactly. And you get that from up here, you know. Yes. A wood cutting post, load. There you go. You should now be setting off. You are setting off. Perfect. Uh, 625 tons of trees felled in the forest. Yes, let's see. Do I dare go over there? No, I don't. I don't want to see the terrible things going on over in Atom. No workers, no wood. No workers. Yes, you cannot store or export fuel. Okay, we have a real proper abundance here of fuel. One could build another one of these. Yes. That's not a bad idea, you know. One cannot have... one can only be prepared. Be prepared. It's important to be prepared. Is it necessary to have to have a pump in between? It shouldn't be, but I think I'm going to save it and put one anyway. Yes, if it will, if it may. But it may not. Not if you're going to build it that close. No, then you know you have to build plan. Yes, plan. This thing first. We're going to have that there. Yes, and then a oil tank oil fuel storage. Yes, and sure, just like that. A little bit of road here, and this thing, I don't know, like that, maybe, yes. That's fine. And now we need a pipe as well. Here. What? Some other infrastructure is in the way. No, it's not. Yes. Exactly, perfect. Is what that's going to be. Forwarding pump. Okay, you think that we need to help the construction office along here a bit as well. Up. It's in here in the mess somewhere. Here it is. You're not quite in reach, are you? You are in reach. You ought to pick this up then. You probably are picking this up. What's this? Yes, you are picking this up. Very good. But, okay, I'm not even sure if this is going to work. We also have, you know, a quarry here. Yes, I did not quite see that. previously. And apparently I thought that this was a good idea to have the rail pointing in this direction. Okay. I mean, the construction crew don't follow the regular rules of the road, but they do. At least for now. Okay, that ought to do it for everything going in that direction. And I don't know. How the hell do we do this? How do you, what the, no, don't, this may well crash, you know. Yes, the number 13, is it? Wouldn't you know it? But this is not going to work. This is too tight. Crossing not allowed. I mean, they need to be able to build this way too. But this is not anywhere near close to what you need. Never mind. There we go. Yes, and what else do you need? You have that. You need steel, but you cannot have until you're done. Is this really? This will not work to build the railroad like this. It will do something, maybe. We'll see. And you, little construction office, you should be helping with all this stuff. All of this stuff, please. Yes. But you're not. Come on then. Yes. All of this stuff. If you can help in any way. Yes. Right. No, this is how it is. It is not quick. And there's a lot of... I mean, instead of having great railroads transporting enormous resources every which way and stuff, I have a mess of tangly gravel roads and whatever this is supposed to be. The only thing that is good is the power plant. No, the food industry is also fantastic. And speaking of which, now that the chemicals are probably going, we really should get started on the food. What should we call it? Food, we have plenty. The clothing industry. Indeed, that's various industries, not clothing fabric factory. Yes, you need crops and chemicals, and you need fabric and workers. And you also need workers, of course. Now, crops are available there, but I mean, for maybe one day I will want to take a railroad through there. And how much crops do you actually need? Should we have this somewhere completely different over here? Maybe? I don't know. Is there a one of these? Let's see if there isn't a sneaky thing in here somewhere, like a conveyor rail crossing. No conveyor. No conveyor forklift facility. A factory connection crossing. Yes, there is one of those. Yes, we need it like that. Yes, and then we'd have one of these so they can do a sharp turn. Yes, like this. And then we also get this in now in some fashion here. Yes. Where do you take the railroad? Down here somehow. I don't know. It will be in the way of many things, maybe. I think yes, but it's the railroad. It's important. Do we really need... no, we're not going to have a double track going all the way here. We're going to have just enough to get a train in. Yes. Yes, you got a little bit further here. Then we swoop around. See, yes. And apparently right here we are at a double-tracked section of I don't know. And there's a lot of electrical wires, which is a problem. This is not going to work. It doesn't matter. It's just so we have a placeholder for this, so we can eventually, if for some reason, but what are we going to use that for? I have absolutely no idea. Just like the idea of having this connected to rail. Yes. And of course, also, and if we're doing rail, this is actually the place that you want to go, because in here there is the food. Yes. But then you sort of missed the point of what you are actually doing. Yes, which is that you want one of these again. Yes. Maybe. And railway. Too sharp a turn, of course, but we can fix that, I think. Clickety click click. No, here, yes. See? And you wouldn't happen to be working on any of these stuff, any of these things? No. Maybe it's the rail construction office that has to do this. I don't know. But this, for example. Yes. I have no problem. At the moment, the source is without steel, but it is the steel mill. It is not without steel. It's just that there is someone else loading. And wouldn't it happen to be the enormous big truck? You can go now. How many mechanical components do we have here? None in store. We have something here. What is this? You are loading up on mechanical components. 20 tons you want? 20 tons? No, you're loading 15%. 20 tons is what the capacity of this here truck is. Yes, you're doing this thing. Very good. Back. Should we dare go and have a look over at no, before we go to to a terrible mess of at home. We'll have a look here. Do we have any chemicals? Yes, it's smoking from the thing. So it's doing, yes, it's operating without issues. Great. Do we have chemicals? A little bit. A tiny amount. But yes, that's good. Weren't you doing setting up a clothing industry? Yes, there was. Over here, maybe. Here is one of those here factory roads. Yes. You know, they really don't need that much, but anyway, fine. We shall have various industry, fabric factory. Oh, hello. A fabric factory, indeed. Oh, your road connection is there, and I would sort of want it like this, maybe. No, I wouldn't, because yes, in between here, I think that we'd want one of these. Yes. Then that. And let's see here what else. We shall have a clothing factory. Yes. That is very large. Yes, they could be connected. That would be a good thing. But the road connections is very awkward. This, but maybe something like this, and we don't do that right now. Need flat terrain. Okay. There, and that fine. Let's see. Complicated, very complicated. I'm thinking a crossing here, not one of these crossings. No. We want. Yes, you were warned. You were warned in the beginning that this would be confusing. It is always to a degree, but this is something else. Forklift road crossing. Yes, one of those in here. And a warehouse. A warehouse for all this stuff. Yes. And this railroad is not good. Not going to go well. No. It's not. Maybe you could take off. Somehow. Maybe. But that's for later. That's for much later. For now, we're having a warehouse. We're having a warehouse here, not here, but we're having it somewhere here around. Big. Yes, the tooltip is always in the way. No matter how you turn it. Will this do perhaps? Here, I really don't need the fabric factory connected to this, but it maybe is a good thing to have. Well, this is not going to work then. At least not like this. They can apparently do. They can do a little bit of turning. Yes. God damn it, this is hopeless. Yes. Because, you know, there are roads and there are, what should I call it? So many things, railroad and factory road and everything. This really is quite hopeless. Yes, I'm thinking something like that, but yes, here we should have another one of these factory connection crossing, forklift road crossing. Yes, that's the one. Yes, but no, I think that you wait a minute here. Yes, we don't want you to connect to that one. We want you to connect over there. Oh, yes, exactly. And we'd also want the. I mean, the roads are not going to connect here. These might. But there is also the matter of this too sharp a turn. No, you don't say. There is just no way that this is going to work. God damn it. What have you done here? Let's see here. This is a warehouse. And this is a forklift road crossing. Yes. Say we what we need. Oh, God damn it. This is too much. I cannot figure this out. Yes, that's you. But you know, I need this all on a traffic network of forklift roads too. And how am I going to get that? I'm not. Do I though? I need here. Here I need a forklift garage. But here I am not sure. Maybe. If I do, I'm kind of in a bad situation. But yes, forklift garage, and we'll have the modded one. On this side, please. Here. Yes. No. Or should you be connected to that one? Maybe. I mean, this is where it would come in very handy. If this also were connected to this warehouse. Then we could use... Never mind. Never mind. Do this instead. Yes, click, 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 click. How long have we been going on now? Too long. Yes, as usual. Yes. This is a lot of stuff, you know. It's not never going to be done. Oh, what did I do? No. Damn it. I apparently bought all the roads. How am I? God damn it, that was not cheap. Yes. And they're not good. Damn it. Yes, I need to get a railroad out of here. No, this is... What's this? Railroad. No, I need... Yes. But you're eventually connecting to that one. That's the one. If you would, but I think you would. There. And one of these here. Yes. And one of these. Something like that. Yes. No, I don't. This is getting quite insane. Then we have to get this somehow onto here. That's not going to be a problem. That's going to be easy. There we go. Yes, all of this is going to work when it gets done. Which, yes, any day. Source is still without steel, you claim. I mean, this would all be solved. Yes, if we could get a few more workers in here. And we really should be able to. There's so much traffic on this road. I mean, here there are workers. They are not going. They're going to petroleum, and they are stuck in traffic. For how long have you been sitting on this past 2 hours? So far, I'm sorry. How much money did I spend on those roads? I mean, that was I could have bought many buses and many other things. This one. I think we'll take this one and do this. What do you call it? Kolarbetarlinjen. That goes by the steel mill as well. Yes. Vehicle is already assigned to this line. Okay. Get going then. Yes, how's things here? Running a little short on food. Would this be no? We hope that a vehicle is on the way. Yes, it is. 6.5. Yes, it's going to get there in time. We hope. Do you have no adult children? Good. Very good. That brings us what happened to the people that were moved. Did they finally get the concrete plant running? There are 5 workers here. Very good. There's one problem though, and that is that I turned off. You still haven't managed to build a school. You're missing bus transport, source of workers without empty, yes. But workers are showing up anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, we should get you a crane, a road crane. Speed level 32. Yes. And let's hope that you get involved with the school here. You could really help. Although we're missing concrete as always. Do you dumper? Do you not have one of those? Why aren't you complaining about that? Concrete mixer. The T148, 12 tons. Very good. Do you get involved with this? Please do. Come on, get get in gear or get going, or what should we call it? Yes, dear friends, rather than doing another chopping this up, we're going to take a break and continue this another mammoth installment. We shall be right back. Right, and there we are again. Yes, it's now the 17th of December. Wouldn't you know it? Time flies by. I don't know how long that was. Hour maybe. And I mean, this is a bit hopeless. This is because, you know, I need to keep the workers in here, and they are not keen somehow, or there are too few of them, or something is the matter, because they don't show up here. But so we have 2 staff in the school. There are people living here. 1 worker can't work because there is no kindergarten. 1. Okay. You know, that is not always true. There is always only 1. There are only 2 staff here, for some reason. I think that we could, well, do with another kindergarten and see if that does the trick. But where should we place that? Here. Back to back with the other one. Sure. And you know, to get something happening here, I need to build it, you know, and purchase it. Flattened terrain. 8,500. I can deal with that. And for now, you're getting a bit of footpath, and eventually we'll get the gravel road. We'll extend out here a bit like this. Oops, not that type of road. We can't get enough people in the asphalt plant to even do that. Was not the button I meant to push. But there we have it. Yes, I got myself a little can of the old Holba Serac, you know. It's cheers. Yes, that's good. Good stuff. But this is hopeless. Again, I don't know where to begin. It is so slow. And yes, let's see if this has an effect. There are plenty of staff here. Yes, you can apparently, but there are no babies. None. Then maybe I built it on the other side of town. Yes, maybe. But it is plenty reachable. Yes, and here, yeah, okay, here they are. They are not supposed to be here, so you're not doing any good whatsoever. You need asphalt. We don't have asphalt at the moment. That's because you are here instead of at the asphalt plant. That's why we don't have any asphalt, so please don't. Is there anywhere else they could be? It's here. And there are a few here as well. But here they're actually doing good for the moment. They're laying bricks or steel framing, yes. And now they're out of concrete again. Yes. We don't need this many workers here. That's a complete waste. You should be producing the very resource that we're lacking. Yes. I'm not sure that this kindergarten was needed. They were all working at the construction sites. But yes, we need here. And I now have 2 buses on this line, I think, not this one. One Morse 305 and one LKR 256. No passengers at the moment. No. Let's see, where are you? You're stuck. You're stuck behind. You can't go any quicker on this road, unfortunately. Yes, that is a real shame and a real poor thing. We are poor, in fact. I mean, we have the basics covered really well. Yes, we can feed ourselves, and we have our own electricity, and we have so much coal, and we have our own steel and everything. So I mean, in the end, we'll get there, but it is taking a while because it is so incredibly inefficient. Our machine here, yes, it is a complete mess that is somehow working. There's one person going to work as a fireman, and another one. And we are, of course, right behind the other bus. Yes. Of course we are. But did you get any passengers? You actually got 15 passengers. Wow. But I'm going to have to intervene or something. This is not good. What? You managed to get 16. Okay, that's good. But how did you do? How did you do that? We'll go back and get a few more if we could. But I can't be sitting here doing this, you know. That's ridiculous. Plus you get a little seasick, awkward, you know, from this sometimes. And the end result, yes, 22 workers and a slight incident. Oh, this is some of these houses are not looking that good. You know, they're looking a bit worn or a bit old and a bit dilapidated, I think is the word, isn't it? Dilapidated, something. Oh, you can now. No? How did I do that? I don't know. Cheers. Yes. No. What are we doing now? We say of bus stop. Now there are 16 people. It's going. It's happening. Something. Yes. 1975 is behind us, and we have 122,000 rubles in our bank account. It is very sad. Not sad at all. We will be strong one day. Enough. This year, how have we done? On the bottom line, we are back 127,000 rubles. And last year we were back 240,000 rubles. but the dollar account is in the green actually. So what are we making money on? Electricity, a little bit of fuel, and a little bit of bitumen. Could be selling a whole lot more bitumen and fuel, I think. Gravel, but it's not that much steel considering how much construction is going on. This is for those things, you know, where the construction office can't get to the thing that you need to build, which happens. So what are you going to do? Click the button to have it done. And boards, there's bricks, okay. A little bit, but not much. That's okay, I think. I mean, demographics, it's not very much interesting because the population of what we now call it, the original town. I haven't even changed the name of it. It's whatever it was, Kolocheva. Yes, yes, or they have stagnated. They cannot grow any further than they have. This would be done in half the time if we had a paved road here. Indeed, it would. 8,500. So it's not growing very much, but it's not losing near 19 escapes we've had, and it's probably because of me moving people around. 167 escapes this year. Okay, that's a lot. Stop escaping, people, please. This number is smaller than these two combined. Is it not? Or no? These two, I cannot. It's close anyway. And where are we going here? Yes, did we get any passengers this time? Oh, 22 workers. Should we go and have a look out at the here is the place. Yes, you have workers too, at least. But is there any vehicles here to receive the product? Are there any vehicles here to receive the product? No. There aren't for some reason. Why not? You're out doing something else. This is no panel, this is not a dumper. Where are your dumpers? And your mixers? You just emptied out and you're full. I think we need more dumpers and mixers. Can I afford? Do I care? Yes, both of these aspects are valid and something to take into consideration. Unfortunately, there is a little power line in here that someone has made. Should we have it out here? But that's a bit inconvenient. Here would be much better, but the power line is important and in the way. Yes, I don't care at the moment. Goodbye. It's one of those cheap ones made out of wood, but it's fine, I think. And this, the meat storage still has power. What's it for then? Warehouse. Well, they can do without. Yes, at least for a bit. Right, where were you building construction office? Construction office. Now it's the high voltage line. That hurts a bit more to demolish. I thought I would be able to get in here, but it's not going to happen. Let's see if we that gets expensive. And that was very important. Yes, that's the power for everything here is now offline. You better hurry then. Yes, construction office. Is it? Yes, it is that important. Need flat terrain. You got it. Pardon. Yes. Yes. Now, as quickly as possible, we get this back. Costa vad det kosta vill. Yes. You're back online. Yes, you are. And let's not forget about the little dinky wire as well here. This one. I mean, this we could build ourselves. It's not critical, but it's another thing. 2,000 rubles, fine. Now we need here the important bits are you get your gravel from here, you get your asphalt from here, and you get your concrete from here. That's more or less what you're supposed to do. Yes. You know, this will be defunct when all the groundworks are done. Yes, but for now we have a great need. And these take 12 tons. It is 1976. We can have the KMZ 5410. Yes, 16 tons. Very good. We'll have a few of those. 3. Yes. And we'll have a dumper. We need open hull. No. We need, mixer. Yes, that's what we need. That is somewhere. Roller, paver. Oh, I'm stupid. Excavator, concrete mixer. Indeed, this one I think is nice. This one is now available. Yes. There you go. You should be auto-searching here for a great radius and see what you find. I think there are plenty for you to help with. You have not found anything. This place, for example, this is not lacking any resources. I reach all the way to town, and now there I got it. Now, if only the asphalt plant or concrete plant could produce both of them, that would be very good. I mean, should I move people out here to live? Is it livable conditions? Are there livable conditions here? I don't think so. Equipment for citizens. Yes. Pollution monitoring station. So I can in here somewhere. Like can't see if it's shift. Yes. There we go. See how easy it is to build from honey. Yes, it goes very quickly. It's not that bad actually. Maybe it could work if the buses could be frequent enough, but they wouldn't be to take people back into town. It might work. Let's see here. How is the terrain? Oh, it's very inviting. We'll try. We'll try regular. Oh, one of these, please. Yes, and there you have electricity and everything. Or should we have two of them, maybe? Perhaps. I don't know, this may be foolish. I am apparently auto-building. Yes, maybe not meant to do. That's a bit close to the gas station there. This will do, though it is much taller than the other one. Okay, you are already here, everyone. Yes, great. I was not really quite counting on that, you know. Yes, so we have to do a bit like so and so, and that one, and there you go. Yes, you can walk to work, which is here, or here, or down at the stone crusher. Yes. And you do everything else you get by going on the bus. It only comes so often, but it does come eventually. Is it possible to get the road in behind here? Not like that. No. Yes. It has almost become a sport now to see how stupid you can build in this game. Yes. Lovely. Should we splurge a bit on maybe how much does this add? A lot. Is what it adds. Yes, but it's oh god damn it! This is I don't have this much money. Where did all my rubles go? I can pay for it in dollars. Yes, dollars I can afford it. Easily, in fact. Yes, they have a nice bit of road here. They are special. Is this not in range of a electrical substation? I don't think so. This is from way over there. Okay. Well, that's something to consider when this gets constructed, if that ever happens. Let's see how this does. It all depends. We have a lot of passengers. They need food and prey. Well, if they manage to get on the bus, they will be fine. But it is not frequent enough, I would think. But I mean, how expensive is it to upgrade a bit of road? I mean, it's terrifyingly expensive. Here, for example, we would most benefit. I have 157,000 now. And that was about $10,000. Yes. Okay. Well, it's not affordable, but it's. I think it's worth it. Let's just keep an eye on what's going on. And then, yes, you're going. Where are you all going? Obviously, you're going this way. Now we really need to keep an eye on the money. We cannot afford anymore. You see, this $200,000 this has costed. Yes, $200,000. And it's not really reasonable to do it with the construction crew. It's just too painful. It's not for me. Not yet, anyway. Perhaps we'll try it someday. Here, things are happening. I mean, this is perhaps not the most prioritized project that we have. But now that we have, we don't have workers here, and one worker in the asphalt plant and 6 in the gravel business. Oh, excellent. But I don't know, what's the problem? Is there a lack of resource? Yes. I could have more trucks. But I don't think it's probably a fluke or something. Yes, this is been for a refuel. That's why they are stacked up at the moment. What are you? What are you currently at home? Okay. You're not very happy. Your demands is food, meat, prey. I mean, we should be able to satisfy all of those things if you just manage to get on the bus there into town. But that may well prove a bit difficult. Indeed. It's hard to determine if we're actually making progress. In this, a paved road, that's certainly a progress. And this is happening. But this was a long time ago. This, for example, this has been standing like this for half a year at least. Nothing is going on. Building is without power. The source of workers is empty. Yes, indeed, that's the problem. Thought I had done something about that by cancelling out, but now you're back working here again. Stop it. None. Yes, you can continue for now, but you're not. Yes, you're actually doing progress. It's not decreasing, no. Anyway, here no one is waiting. Right. source of workers is empty. So if we helped the situation with concrete and things and asphalt. Yes, because now it is at least staffed. Yes, so it will not prevent the construction office from doing its business. Indeed. Is there anything? Yes, vehicles with this building and route plan. You're coming here to load. 100%. And you have been. Now you're going home to the construction office to get your next work order. You apparently do not have a means of communication such as a radio or a telephone, or no telephone, but a radio. I mean, this is a very small distances we're talking about. They can certainly radio each other on the old CB there. What's it called? Yes. We have songs of harvesting. I mean, playing the game this way is certainly a very different way of doing it. You can just have a look at the nothingness that is happening, and you can be frustrated over all the little things that isn't working optimally or not at all. The source of workers is still empty. That's not good. None. Have you all escaped again? No, I didn't. I have not escaped. What's the word? Nothing. You were not without job. Yesterday you were working somehow. You have plenty of children. That's very good. And the university education, fantastic. So what's the problem? Are you all working at the school, or what's going on? The hospital is completed. Wouldn't you know it? Fantastic. Then you're all working at the hospital. Yes, of course you are. That's going to cut it for quite a while out here. Yes, a few of those. Like that. Yes, something like that. There they were. Now, in a little while, this situation might ease slightly. There we go. This bus got 7 workers. I mean, it's not an enormous amount, but it's at least something. And we now have a paved road. That may not have been a good investment, maybe. But no, there's a lot of traffic here after all. Yes. You're filling up the fuel. That's good. You people, you are very, very, very unhappy. Yes, the bus service is not often enough. It's too far and it takes too long time. This will not work. No, we suspend construction on this. Should I move the people out or they do not manage to get food, unfortunately, and they get very grumpy under those circumstances. But I can understand there hasn't been a bus since forever. Hello, bus. There is a bus. The bus is coming. Hang on, hang in there. You're not going to, even though, yes, you're going to. So for 5 hours, you went home. The bus went for refuel. Yes, unlucky, I'd say. Bad luck. Unlucky, bad luck. Yes. We have no workers waiting here. Yes, you are also terribly unhappy. Let's see if you managed to get on the bus. No, you managed to get home. You managed to get on the bus? No, you're at home. Yes, then I understand that you're going to be very, very grumpy. I can't do anything about that, I'm afraid. This might be resolved now that all the people are not working at the hospital. Yes. This we have resources on the construction site. Is it enough to have only workers, or do we need a mechanism as well in order to get something done here? Let's see what happens. Yes, it is ticking down. Not quickly, but it is ticking down. Okay. I suppose we'll have a few then. No, stop. Continue construction with a few workers. There we go. Yes. Okay. This place, you also have everything you need for the groundworks. Yes. Perhaps the demand is not that great now for gravel and things, but it will be at some time. What shall we do? A few? 10? Sure. Something. They'll do something. This. Yes, it will be done any minute now, any day, year, whatever. Yes. Yes, we're going to take another break and be right back. And we're back it's a real slump, you know, on New Year's Eve of 1976. I mean, time flies by very quickly. Although we're not accomplishing jättemycket. No. Yes. We could tap into Hunt's Casino, maybe, but it's. I was thinking that they should do the more complicated things. After all, but this is just not enough to support. Especially not if they're all working at the hospital. 4 workers. Well, at least it's something. I think that maybe we should buy a few buses if we could. Let's see, 20,000 apiece. Yeah, GOG. Yes, the good thing is that the dollars I don't need for anything else than vehicles or things. Not dependent. And workers, you should have this sad bus stop. And yes, work is progressing. It's not quick, but it's progressing. If they could be bothered to send a crane, could we buy a crane as well? Sure. I like this one. Nice. And maybe a second crane. Yes. Hope that you get to good use. Yes, you're already out. Uranium mine. They sent you to, and you, nothing. Okay. What did I say? I read that wrong. What? I said New Year's Eve, didn't I? This is one of those properly confused times that happened. Yes, it was a shortcut in the mind. These people that are moved in here, they are not unhappy. They are not unhappy. Completely fine. What about the shacks out here? It's not too bad. It's just that there are not very many of them. Indeed, we're gonna need to get a few more people in here. This is slow. Yes. Let's see, this will progress at its current slow pace. I would think. And this, no workers or mechanism. You need workers. Please send workers. This is the uranium mine. It's important. Yes, there are buses heading. 2 workers on that one. 2 on that one as well. And 2 on that one. 6 workers in total. Very good. Here's we have not had any music here since this slight pause. No workers or mechanism. But yes, the workers should be arriving. There's a bus. But where did right here? Here, yes, there are 2 cranes and 2 workers. That should be, yes, that's putting a real dent in it. Indeed. Yes. I need more workers to build. That's for sure. I could concentrate all on this. You know, do this, get it done as quickly as possible. Everyone, work here. That will boost, I think. Yes, let's see. Hospital. Yes, much better than before. 13 workers have shown up. Yes, at this rate, yes, the crane unfortunately went home or something. Yes, should we see if we could do something more, bit more interesting? Yes, we head over to all these yellow signs. Yes, that's what we're going to do, and. Yes. What do we have here? What's this? The clothing factory. Not a lot of progress has been made here. They're missing steel, which is unfortunate, since steel mill is here. They're producing not a whole lot, but a little bit. We really could use a few more workers in the steel mill. Didn't I put a dedicated line on that? All related vehicles. I don't know. No. Then we're doing a dedicated steel worker thing, bus. Yes, that's what we're doing. I like the Mars 305, you know. I have not money for Mars 305. That's why it's not happening anything when you click, you know. Yes, we shall, let's see, we shall have something else then, something Eastern. Bus. Yes. Still don't know quite which is the best one. Really. 96 passengers is very slow, but 65 passengers. It's not this takes, but this is extremely slow. Yes, and this is quick, but only 45. That's too few. This is only from the 80s. It's going to have to be the chav. Seriously, East, you don't have any better buses? No. It's going to be the Chav 11 M3 then. Yes. And should we do one of these? Yes. I think we should. Stålarbetarna. Yes. Steel workers. You go from... It is so confusing, this. Which one? With the bus stops. Where are they? Are you in the right town? Yes. There is one. And the other one is here. It's the same. Really? Okay. Well, then you go here, say. And you only load. No. Close. And then you go here and you only load. Yes. And then you go to stålverket. Where you unload. Yes. Let's go to Swage Road Depot. Yes, and take this and apply it to these here vehicles. Launch. Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on, but not really much is happening after all. Hello. Plenty of traffic up and down the roads, very slowly crawling along the landscape here. This one, for example, is going to the steel mill. Hey. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. It is a very long way. It's no wonder it takes the time it takes. But there is a quicker route. There is there not? I mean, here would be quite a shortcut, I would think, wouldn't it? I think it might be worth it. Yes, yes. Okay, 20,000 rubles. Is it that important, or should I build it? I build it. I build. It's not as if they don't have anything else to build up here. But we have quite a bit of gravel. That means that we are coping somewhat. No workers in the asphalt plant. Have these, most of them have fled. Yes, they are very unhappy. This is not working. Especially not now that we're prioritizing getting this house up. Yes, you're missing resources, prefab panels and steel. We should have all of that. And there are 2 trucks heading to this building. would it happen to be? Yes, steel, 7.7 tons. Excellent, just what we need. That's quite nice, isn't it? Yes, we must remember to sit back and enjoy. Wasn't we? But this, what's going on here? It's actually moving along, and they have a crane, but only 2 workers. Maybe they should have a few more workers if they have a crane. But they need prefab panels. And so would these here pretty soon. We shall hope that they are on the way. But damn it, this is slow. The first, yes, it's 1976 again. And that means that the first 5-year plan is over, or such. It is complete. Yes, and how have we done? I mean, if we just look at the bank balance, it doesn't look very good at all. It looks terrible. We are always on the brink of complete bankruptcy. But not, we're on the brink of having no money at all in the foreign currencies. No. But we have so many resources and workers, or so many. We have a very stable base. And then we are trying to add stuff on top of it, and it's not going very extremely well. And this is the only real proper town that we have. Population has gone down dramatically. It was 3,500. I have moved people out. That many. How many have escaped? 33 this month. This year, 82. Last year, 167. This is not good. But I am asking quite a bit of the people sometimes. You know, oh, there is a little bit of smoke from the steel mill. 82 workers, not bad. Yes, we had a dedicated line, of course, now. You wouldn't happen to be one of those, no. Would anyone else here happen to be one of those? It was a sham. Come on. Yes, this line, you line. Go. Yes, there is plenty of dead space to fill when you're doing it this way. How is work progressing on the rail construction office? Slowly. but it is operating without issues. Yes, it is operating without issues. This is a weird one. And it is going to end soon. Because I mean, we can sit here all night. This has already been all night almost. Damn it, it's too late for this. For what? For this? Yes. How much crops we have in the fields now? Quite a bit. How's the clothing industry coming along? Oh, look at this. The fabric factory is complete. But the clothing factory is missing steel, fortunately. Okay. There's nothing we can do about that. What about this? Not assigned. No. You don't like the unorthodox road connection? Or what's the problem? This, I think you could. How exactly am I supposed to construct this then? It's not possible. That's the... okay, that's possible. That's not... No. Right. I'm about to fall apart here. Yes. I think we're about to crash. So to speak. What was in that whole Baserak here? What was in that one? That's... that did not take well, so to speak. It tasted good, but yes, you can't win every time, you know. Oh, here's a bus stuck behind some old truck. How are you doing? Are you doing anything? No, you're missing steel. Everyone is missing steel. A 100 workers. Very good. We need all the steel we can get, please. Yes, I want to see this continue and see where it goes, but it is so slow. So it's, you know, yes, and I don't really feel like starting a big other project before some, at least, of the current ones are complete. This one does not seem possible to build. Yes, we got fuel. 20 tons of fuel per second. This has been increased, I think. It was 10 tons maximum before. It would be good if this tank did not get empty. Because that's the one that vehicles fill up from, but I'm not going to change that, even though it would be pretty easy to change now that we have a lines system. Yes, the crazy roads of the democracy. No, it's like hypnotizing this. You can't stop watching and see what's happening. A lot of little trucks and things are going around, moving resources, waiting for workers. There is a bush. I think we have to end now, dear friends. Yes, we have to end now. Thank you so very much for watching. Good night.